Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the most must-see wrestling podcast in the history of everything ever.
But most specifically, wrestling.
More specifically, wrestling, yeah. Welcome to the announce table.
This is the announce table.
Episode,
No. We're
7,
missing a
8?
third member again. This is like when Booker T got brutalised by Brock Lesnar. That's what's happened, basically. Sunday has been brutalised by Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
And he won't be here. Until Sunday SmackDowns. He'll
Yeah.
do what he did last week. But let's get into the goddamn news of wrestling this week. Because, actually, there has been a fair amount.
Yeah. Like, there's not really much, like, big news, you know? It's all just sort of like...
medium-sized.
Yeah. There's not any bad news either, I don't think.
Well, there's a bit of bad news, but it turned out
Yeah.
well in the end.
Yeah.
So, hey, how about you kick us off?
Okay. So, Naomi. Trinity.
I've heard of her.
Tattoo. Yeah. She... Yeah, there's been loads of rumours. Is she coming back to WWE?
Will she?
Going to Japan with Sasha? Sorry, Mercedes Moné.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
But recently, she changed her Instagram bio to just Trinity. So it seems like she might be done.
She's done.
With WWE.
She's done. Okay.
Yeah.
It's a shame. It
is.
But
I respect her.
Respect.
Yeah.
And I mean, she would have been good for SmackDown, you know?
Yeah.
But
if Sasha and Naomi was still on SmackDown, just imagine how much better it would be.
Why did you put them in a fatal five-way against each other? What are you on about? It's a shame, but hopefully maybe there's some NXT call-ups. And
there's a lot of good people in NXT. But then what would NXT have?
NXT would have my girl Sol Ruka.
It's true.
The GOAT. So next up, Booker T has officially retired from wrestling, saying that the Royal Rumble was going to be his last wrestling appearance, and sad to see the man go.
Yeah.
But
I think
will he stick to his word? You know, a lot of...
I think Royal Rumble is just nice closing place, you know? Have a big return.
He's in Texas.
Hit a spinner Rooney.
Gumpho, you know.
Yeah.
Then go back down to NXT on commentary. I mean, it is perfect.
I think he also said, he said he'd rather, put Gunther over than Gunther put over him.
What a guy. What a guy.
He is a...
And guys, Booker T will be in 2K23, so double what a guy.
Mm-hmm. A goat, even. A goat.
The goat that runs the boat.
Never heard that one before.
Just made it up, that's why.
But in other news, Alexa Bliss is taking some time away from WWE. We don't know how long. We don't know why. Maybe she just wants a break.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't think she's injured. Is she injured? I don't think
so. No. But it did seem like they were sort of building up to a big story with Bray and Uncle Howdy.
Yeah, maybe she comes back at Mania.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe SummerSlam. I don't know, but
I mean,
she's been
working hard.
She's been pretty crap in her story with Bianca Belair. I think that's been pretty crap. I'm thankful they're moving on.
I think it's sort of just filler, you know, sort of needed to fill the time between.
Yeah. Maybe send her to SmackDown when she comes back.
Yeah, maybe.
Go for the SmackDown Women's title.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's not injury related, so that's good.
Yeah.
Maybe it's mental health related, so I don't know. But she's gone for a little bit. But we will see it. We'll see her in the future. Unless she changes her name to just Alexis on Instagram.
Damn.
But I keep saying but. In other news, there we go. 300 people called the police after MJF's promo on AEW Dynamite. Was it Dynamite or was it Rampage? Dynamite, I think.
Yeah, Dynamite, because it was longer.
And it was in a promo in which he said, basically, the gist of it, he crashed the car. He was drunk, crashed the car?
I think so.
Or he just crashed the car?
Something. He
Something like that, yeah, crashed the car, switched seats with his girlfriend, and alas...
Made it look like she was driving.
Made it look like she was driving. And she died?
Yeah.
And, 300 people called the police. Obviously,
thinking it was real.
So wrestling is still real for some people out there, which is really nice to see.
Honestly, it was good. MJF is
good promo.
He's really good. But yeah, I think recently...
Apparently, it's semi-based off real life. Apparently, he did get in a car crash.
Oh, wow.
No one died? No one... I don't think anyone died, but he did get in a car crash, apparently, when he was that age.
Like, I don't want to be that guy. Some of MJF's recent promos with Konosuke, where he's sort of just like doing the Japanese stuff, it's been a bit mid. But I think that promo,
it's a return to greatness.
Yeah. That's what you'd love to see.
That's what you want to see from mans like MJF.
Maxwell Jacob Friedman, the salt of the earth.
What? Let's go to our journalist in the sky. He's up in his helicopter. What news can you report from us up there?
Well, Archie. Seth freaking Rollins.
I've heard of this guy.
Pat McAfee.
I've heard of that guy.
Yeah. Seth went on Pat McAfee's show.
He should come on our show.
He should. I'd love to have Seth on the podcast. He is a goat.
What is it?
Oh my god, Seth!
Oh, Brett!
Yeah, but Seth was on the Pat McAfee show, and he was just going off about Logan Paul. This Mania match is looking it's basically confirmed.
All but confirmed.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a good one.
Yeah. I'm expecting to see probably like a.
I feel like it would be a night. Maybe even a night 2 opener.
I could see that. Or maybe a night 1, like, early...
Yeah, night 1 middle.
Yeah.
Night 2 opener.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I would like to see Seth win that.
Yeah. Like how they're giving it like a longer feud as well.
So that would mean Logan would be 2-2?
Yeah.
Beat won the tag match, beat the Miz.
Beat the Mysterios. Lost to Roman, lost to Seth.
Yeah.
It's not a bad record.
Not bad, yeah. I mean, you're losing to two of the best.
And he's put on banger matches.
Yeah, this will be a really good match as well, I think. An athletic prowess performance between two very athletic men. More news. Let's just try and get through this news really quickly.
Yeah.
So JBL is no longer going to be booked from WWE shows going forward. We'll talk more about that when we go through Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Vince McMahon has apparently been seen as more of a hindrance in the sales process rather than a help. So I don't know if that means in terms of the actual negotiations or in terms of people looking to buy the company, they see he's still there and they don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, all the reports have been like backstage morale has been like not as good.
I will say though, I think actually since he's come back, Raw and SmackDown have actually been maybe a little bit better. I don't know if
maybe Vince. He had the experience, maybe.
I don't know, but
he had something. It was special.
So that JBL news, we go into the fact that WWE have apparently given up on Baron Corbin's push.
Mm-hmm. Now, Chi, I have a question for you.
Ask ahead.
Was it really a push? if he lost every other match.
I felt like maybe it had a big something at the end.
Yeah.
Maybe a tag team with Cameron Grimes. They had the money group. But, no, lost to Gargano, lost to Loomis now.
Lost to KO.
Hopefully he goes to back to Bum Ass Corbin, because that was funny, that was good.
Yeah.
I like Baron Corbin.
Yeah,
he's good.
He's underrated.
He is good. And I mean, if they do go back to the Lone Wolf, that would be really good.
If the Baron Corbin timeline going forward was Bum Ass Corbin, Lone Wolf Corbin.
Give me that.
Grow some more hair.
I don't think he can, but the Lone Wolf, yeah. Hopefully he comes back. Now, Woods, what's your favourite WWE entrance song?
Look, there's a lot of bands out there. You know, one that's... It's always... I don't know. It's just always been such a tune. From one of my favourite superstars, you just hear...
Worlds Apart. Sami Zayn says that if he's going to bring back the Worlds Apart theme song, Elimination Chamber Montreal would be the time to do it, but it would just be a one-off. Now, if you're going to bring it back all the time.
Yeah. Don't
just bring it back as a one-off.
I think he also said that a new theme song would probably be like in the cards.
Yeah.
Like it's coming. I just want that same energy, that same vibe, you know?
Yeah, man.
Because he's back to being the underdog character.
Yeah.
You know?
You need and if you're the underdog, I feel like you need obviously Daniel Bryan had the yes.
Yeah.
So you need something the crowd can chant along with you.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone can do that.
Oh, bro, just imagine Montreal, Roman comes out first, then Sammy comes out, you hear the whole crowd starts yelling. Let's go!
But yeah, yeah, like I said, bring it back full time, or don't bring it back.
It's a banger though.
Yeah. There's no denying that. On to some sad but turned into good news.
Yeah.
Jerry Lawler, the King. I was slating him a few weeks ago. No, I didn't wish this upon him.
No.
He suffered a stroke this past Tuesday, but he has since been released from the ICU, and he returned home to rehab on his not injuries. I don't really know what the word is.
No.
Apparently his speech, he's not got very good speech at the moment, but
it's good to see. He seems to be getting better quite quickly.
We at the Announce Table podcast, which wish a member of an Announce Table GOAT wrestling canon.
Yeah.
Jerry Lawler, we wish him
a speedy
recovery.
Thoughts and prayers.
I don't pray, but you know.
Thoughts. Now, Chelsea Green. It's Chelsea. She may be realigning with her old manager, Robert Stone, currently known as Mr. Stone, down in NXT. I'm pretty sure he was with Von Wagner. Not sure if you know him. He's the big guy who chucked Wesley.
Looks like a caveman.
Yeah. He was with him, but it seems like they haven't been on TV for a few weeks. They seem to have cut ties with each other. So yeah, he could be going back up to the main roster.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm not
sure Chelsea needs a manager.
Maybe she doesn't need it, but I think maybe adding someone else who could be a Karen with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always Karen wife and Karen husband.
Mm.
Yeah, I know they're not married in real life, but Karen wife and Karen husband. And if she can Karen her way to the top, that would be pretty cool. I think that would be pretty funny. But I'm liking Chelsea Green right now.
Speaking of Karen husband, Zack Ryder / Matt Cardona, you know, whatever you want to call him, the husband of it's Chelsea. It's not really news like that. Like, it's not like a report or anything. But the wrestling news account on Twitter posted a GIF of Zack Ryder's woo, woo, woo after winning the IC title at WrestleMania. Actually, what's this mean?
Woo, woo, woo. You know it. Now, I would love for my man to come back. I'm a Zack Ryder stan. Have been for many a time. And I'd say maybe it got re-lit these past few months. But yeah, I'd like to see him come back, go for that US title against Theory. Maybe there's a ladder match at Chamber, or maybe someone goes in the Chamber they can't compete. Mystery guy comes out. Woo woo woo. You know it. Maybe.
It'd be cool if he got to keep all the titles that he has now as well.
That'd be cool, but it probably wouldn't happen.
Nah.
Maybe Seth Rollins. Maybe after what Theory did to Seth Rollins on Raw. No, after what Seth did to Theory on Raw, maybe he takes him out before the Chamber.
Yeah.
Maybe that, but it's just a gif at this point, so
yeah.
Nothing is confirmed. But speaking of Elimination Chamber, there was reports. I think we reported last week that the Usos may not be able to travel to Canada due to the DUI charges. Apparently, they might be allowed to go after all. So I think that changes everything.
Yeah.
If they can go, it changes everything. Obviously, if they couldn't go, they can't maybe have the Jey Uso turning on Sammy. You'd have to go down a different route, but now you can hit the nail on its head. Bish, bash, bosh. The bloodline is back to full strength. Going into Mania. Usos versus KO and Sammy. Roman versus Cody. Solo's just being Solo.
Yeah.
Just chilling. Maybe even have Solo versus Riddle. Riddle returns.
Yeah, maybe.
Solo took him out. Something like that.
Just give Solo some sort of match against a big guy.
Yeah. But yeah, that's good news. That's good. That's excellent news.
Yeah, you love to see it.
You love the Usos. You love Roman Reigns. You love Sami Zayn. You love Solo. You love Wise Man. You're a wise guy.
Schmooey.
So he recently lost a loser leaves Japan. Oh, okay. Okay, some big news. Three pieces of big news.
Yeah.
Number one, Switchblade Jay White from New Japan Wrestling. Is he the leader of the Bullet Club?
I think he is right now.
The current. Hey, don't quote me on this. But he lost a loser leaves Japan match recently, and he may be on his way to WWE. Now I saw another report. Just 1 second. It's in my likes.
I'll just say it right now. Yeah, I don't know much about Jay White, but he seems like a cool guy.
I know he's good.
Yeah.
So this is from Fightful Select. WWE sources have repeatedly confirmed that they have had long interest in Jay White, but that everything related to the possibility of him coming into the company, is being kept very quiet.
Ooh.
Now that is very similar, kept quiet, like Cody Rhodes last year. Maybe a potential rivalry after Mania there. I don't know.
Yeah. They both have a history in Japan.
They have a history. I mean, you could, and maybe you don't want to do this, but again, he could maybe be the face of NXT.
He could be.
Him versus Carmelo. But then you can have him on Raw. Him versus Seth. Him versus Cody. Him versus Finn versus AJ versus. Give me another one. Gunther.
Yeah.
There's so many people, and yeah, I think it'll be a good signing. Obviously, there is a possibility he goes to AEW. But yeah, I mean, it's a good signing for either company. Whoever gets him, it is a good little guy to get.
Very, very valuable. Some would say.
Valuable asset. What's our second piece of huge news?
The second piece of huge news. I'll go with the top one first. For over a year, WWE, they thought The Rock would be back in time for Mania. They thought that he would be at Mania and he would face Roman. Seems like that's not happening.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah. But the original WrestleMania plan has been revealed, right? And it's mental. Okay. Night 1, main event. Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE title. Night 2.
I'll tell you what. Just pause right there. for you, who would be champion going in?
Probably Seth.
Because you're assuming that The Rock is winning the Rumble if they want The Rock versus Roman, right?
Yeah.
So I'd probably have Seth. Maybe I'd even have Drew.
Yeah, maybe.
Going in, and then Seth and Cody's rivalry somehow comes into facing Drew. Maybe they draw a number one contender match. Maybe a triple threat. But yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that does. It sounds good.
That might even be better than what they're doing right now. You know.
Maybe.
Because it means that they want it to split the titles.
Yeah.
So that means hopefully in the future they do split the titles.
That does also mean they would have split the titles before Mania, and I think that just feels a bit weird.
Well, you could do it. There's quite a few places you could do it.
I guess so.
Cash in.
Yeah.
Survivor Series.
Scrappy Dappy AP hits
Scrappy Dappy, yeah.
says in the contract you can only cash in on one title.
Gentlemen. And then what was night 2? What was night 2?
Night 2, Roman Reigns versus The Rock for the Universal title.
So that would probably be a Roman Reigns dub.
Yeah, so he'd keep the Universal title going forward.
So
maybe reach 1,000. Is that the one he's had longest? Yeah, maybe reach 1,000 days with that.
Yeah. Which is good.
Yeah.
Because if he loses, I don't want him to lose both. You know, that's the thing. Like, I like that he's had the Universal title for so long.
I mean, I could definitely see him like losing at Mania, taking a long break.
Yeah.
Maybe even until like next Mania, SummerSlam.
I think SummerSlam or maybe even Rumble.
Yeah.
But then you could even have him versus. Well, we'll talk about it. But the final piece of wrestling news.
Mm-hmm.
It's the greatest piece of news to come out of wrestling this week.
Yeah.
It is the most beautiful piece of wrestling news this week.
I'd say the most beautiful piece of news we've covered.
So far. Now, when you think of goats, for me there's one that stands above the rest. Well, he doesn't stand above the rest, but you know, he's...
Yeah.
Randy Orton. He's my personal goat.
Mm-hmm. I respect it.
And he might be back in time for WrestleMania. Think about that. Indulge it. Because a photo has went around recently of Orton looking jacked. Jacked is a guy called Jack. And there's a Facebook post from Jose G. Stans, a wrestling boots maker, and he stated he was recently contracted by Randy Orton about making boots for his return. Now, this could be a return to wrestling, or it could be a return to just practicing, training.
But point is,
he's on the right track. He's on the right track. Now, this is a question for you. Because his injury is back related, do you think he uses the RKO when he returns?
Now, I've seen a lot of talk about this. I think switch it for the punt.
Switch it for the punt, or just say fuck it. The back's already fucked. Keep going till the bad boy's destroyed.
Maybe.
I ain't walking past 50, but I'm RKO until the day I die.
If he brings out the RKO for a match at SummerSlam, match at Mania.
I feel maybe do it once in a while.
Yeah.
But then the punt loses its coolness.
Maybe he needs a new finisher.
Stick with the RKO, Randy.
Damn.
Anyway.
Do you think he has a match at Mania?
I don't think so. I think he's maybe... Because he's been gone... How long has he been gone? Almost a year?
Yeah, I think 250 days.
Maybe get the big man back in training.
Yeah.
Maybe have him come back at SummerSlam.
I could see just a nice feud with Riddle, probably.
Maybe with Riddle. Maybe I want to see the man win the title.
Yeah.
It's Cody. Roman against Cody. Randy against Cody, sorry.
What a match.
Yeah. Right, we've got some reviews of Raw, NXT, and SmackDown Live. Wow. So, we're just going to try and do this quickly.
Yeah.
Because we want to have more themed for episodes.
Yeah, we've got a lot to cover this podcast as well.
Yeah, basically what we want now is to have a talking point. We want to do our review, but we also want a big point. So we're going to try and get the reviews done in maybe 20 minutes for everything.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about it and we'll just, quickly breeze through.
Mm-hmm.
The Raw started off with Edge and Beth Phoenix. Edge got a really good promo. I thought it was really good.
It was good.
And
I never lost it.
Yeah, that was the best bit. You still got it.
I never lost
it. Oh, what a guy. It's a shame his last year, But he's going to pop up. They've got so many Canadians on the Elimination. Have you noticed? They've got,
I hadn't thought
Sammy,
about that,
KO, Natalia, Edge. They're all fighting at Chamber.
Loads of pops.
Yeah. But you're probably thinking, Edge fighting at Chamber? Yes, that's because him and Beth Phoenix called out Rhea Ripley and Finn Balor for Elimination Chamber. And we're going to do our predictions in a minute, so I'm not going to talk about who we think will win, but should be a good match.
Should be. You write out on paper, it sounds like a good match.
Not even just wrestling-wise, but...
I mean, is this like Beth Phoenix's first match in
No, it was Edge and the Miz versus... Edge and Beth versus Miz and Maurice. That was last year, I think.
That's why they come back for big pay-per-views and stuff like that.
Corey Graves calls them the Grit Couple. I don't know if you've noticed that, because Miz and Maurice are the It Couple. They're the Grit Couple.
Right.
But yeah, I like Beth Phoenix. I'm Beth Phoenix. I'm not going to say stan, but I'll say fan. But during this promo, out come the Judgment Day. They continued to chat a bit of raucous, chat a bit of crap. Damien Priest messed up his promo. I don't know if you heard that, but he saved it really well.
He did.
He went, what did he say? He said, "Our money in the bank."
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Oh, this guy's got me so riled up. He's got me riled up."
It's fine, Damien.
Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, Judgment Day might be my favourite thing on Raw right now.
They are good.
They're really good. And again, maybe when the Usos get dethroned or something, they could get a tag title. Maybe Damien could win at the Chamber.
Yeah.
Maybe even Finn could go after one of the major titles. Or Rhea. I mean, Rhea having the women's title, that kind of elevates them even more.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Judgment Day come out. They plan to attack Edge and Beth, but it doesn't work out that way because Angelo Dawkins comes out, makes the save, and as Dominic is trying to escape, little Montez Ford sneaks up on him, tiptoes behind him, in his face, sends him back in the ring. He gets glam slammed, screams for help from Mammy. She's not helping. She's in Australia.
Down under.
She's in Junkerland.
I need a knife.
So yeah, that is the opening segment. We move swiftly into Angelo Dawkins versus Damien Priest, where Priest picks up the win, and we'll be heading to Elimination Chamber in the US title chamber match, which I think I would have rather had him win.
Yeah.
I'm okay with him winning. And
I like Damien.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Damien Priest. I liked him on NXT as well.
Yeah. And he seems like the type of guy who could be Bento if he wanted to.
Yeah. He's just good. He's good.
Yeah. He's big, he's strong.
He's big, he's strong. He can do high flying moves if he wants to. He's like Dijak.
Yeah.
I think there was a triple threat match between Damien Priest, Dominik Dijakovic, and Keith Lee for the NA title on NXT, and it was proper good.
I might have to watch that one later. Sounds good.
But yeah, he beat him into the chamber. And actually, I'd say both chambers, we'll get to it in a minute, but both chambers have really good...
They look good.
Really good members in.
They look good.
But then we move on to Baron Corbin with JBL versus Dexter Lumis with Johnny Gargano. And this was a 5-minute match that felt like a 30-minute match. Yeah, it was ass. It was crap. Lumis won, and we'll see later. JBL leaves Baron, but I want to see Johnny Gargano move away from Dexter Lumis.
Yeah, become the heart and soul again. Heart and soul, this rebel heart.
Yeah, I mean, they call him Johnny Wrestling. Johnny Takeover.
Yeah. I want to see Johnny Takeover.
Yeah, we want to see him back, and Maybe you could turn Dexter Lumis into like what Nikki Cross does. You know, funny stuff backstage, has the odd match.
I feel like Dexter
Lumis
he could be a pretty good heel, I think.
Maybe, but he's got that whole don't talk thing, and that just kind of maybe... I don't like him. I don't like the guy.
Damn.
They brought him back for that Miz thing, and it just... Yeah, I mean... I don't want the guy to lose his job, but I wouldn't be incredibly sad if they released him again.
Miz was the right guy to do it though. That was a good starting point.
It's good starting point, but it's just not hit off from there. But then we go backstage. Becky promo with Byron Saxton, and she says she's got a plan for the steel cage match.
Ooh.
What could it be? We'll find out later tonight. Because we have another promo, and another really good promo from Brock Lesnar, as he calls up Bobby Lashley for a match at Elimination Chamber. He says, in this $10, what did he say? In this $10 jacket, I got $1 million contract. Something like that. Yeah, Brock is...
I love this Brock Lesnar.
He's really good. He's actually really good on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's just because they're letting him, like, he doesn't have to be the beast.
Now he's a cowboy.
He's just been the cowboy. He's been the farmer cowboy Brock. They should have done this ages ago because it's really, really good.
But I like, he's not like there every week. He's there for the big ones. He drops a promo like every couple of weeks.
Drops a promo every couple of weeks. I think Bobby Lashley's a good opponent for him.
He is.
But speaking of Bobby Lashley, he comes out, says that he needs his lawyers, his agent, and his management to look over the contract, and then he'll maybe sign it. But in the process, he gets hit by an F5. The crowd are like, what was it? One more time. Brock only goes in, does it again. 2 F5s on Bobby Lashley, and there will be a contract signing for their match at Elimination Chamber on this week's edition of Raw, and I'm actually looking forward to this little rivalry, because apparently it's going to be a match at WrestleMania as well, so it'll be interesting to see what happens at Chamber. I'm thinking maybe a Hurt Business interruption.
Oh, yeah, that could work. Well, and then Brock just like destroys all of them.
Well, not destroys them, but he gets beat down by the Hurt Business.
But I mean like the weeks leading up to Mania.
Maybe. But yeah, because I know Brock likes Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll do something there. But then we had a fatal 4-way match, the final spot in the Elimination Chamber. So the winner of this will go alongside Natalya, Raquel, Liv, Nikki, and Asuka. And the winner of the match was a returning Carmella.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought she looked pretty good, actually.
Yeah. It was like the moon walking, trash talking.
Princess of Staten Island, baby.
Because Mella is money.
Mella is money, and yeah, I think it was pretty obvious she was going to win when it was announced. Maybe Doudrop wins, but you don't see Minshim or Candice LeRae winning. But yeah, again, that Elimination Chamber, that lineup of people,
it's looking good.
Looks really good.
It is.
You're thinking Asuka's probably going to win?
Probably.
Then maybe Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
If I had to rank it, I'd say Asuka, Liv Morgan, then I'd put Raquel and Carmella, and then I'd put Natalya and Nikki Cross.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it looks like a good match.
Yeah, it should be a good match. And I've just written here, I think Carmella is an underrated member of the women's roster. I think she gets looked over.
Damn.
When people saying like, who's the best. But yeah, I could see her and Bianca having a good match.
Yeah.
They've had one on Universe mode, you know?
They did.
They could have one on
give them an Extreme Rules match.
In real life, very easily. But after this, we had a very sad moment. Because JBL ditches Baron Corbin. And yeah, this is what we were talking about earlier. JBL's not going to be on TV anymore. Baron Corbin's push has come to an end. So it looks like Baron Corbin won't be aligning himself with Cameron Grimes, which is
Yeah.
unfortunate.
I was quite surprised. Not like surprised, if you know what I mean. But I was surprised that JBL isn't like booked for WWE
Yeah.
going forward.
Maybe Baron Corbin
Yeah.
aligns himself with Cameron Grimes.
Maybe. But I think it was right there, you know, you could have had JBL and Cameron Grimes hits
just being annoying
Yeah.
JBL. Yeah, I
To
don't
the
know.
moon.
It's a shame. But if you look in the background,
Mm.
you see MVP talking to Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. So yeah, I mean, the Hurt Business is surely gonna.
Yeah.
They've dropped it so many times.
It's
Them
a bit-
being in the background.
Yeah, a bit weird how they've done it with like MVP comes out during their
Yeah.
matches, and then like sometimes during Bobby's matches and stuff like that. It's all a bit weird.
It's a bit weird, but hopefully they do come back because they're a good little team.
Yeah.
But he was talking to him because they had a match up next.
Wow.
They defeated the Alpha Academy. I'm not happy with this.
No.
Why did the Alpha Academy and Chad Gable and Otis, why do they keep losing?
I don't know. I don't.
They're-
Chad's so good.
I know
Otis is so good.
They're both so,
You know,
so good.
Imagine Seth beat someone else to get into the chamber. Chad got into the chamber.
Yeah, you could easily have Seth beat. Does Montez Ford need to be in that chamber? I know he's good, but he's more of a tag team guy than Chad is, if that makes sense.
Oh, Chad could do wonders with the US title run, bro.
Yeah. It's a shame, but you know that's how the cookie crumbles. Maybe in the future they could get another tag team title run, but not right now, unfortunately. But Chelsea Green versus Asuka. Well, she does another little thing with Adam Pearce. Are you the manager? I asked for Swiss chocolate. This is Belgian chocolate. I would know. I've been to Belgium. And they settled the match. Chelsea Green versus Asuka. And slowly during the match, the other members of the Elimination Chamber surround the ring.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've written here, Chelsea Green as the Karen character is a really good character.
It is really good.
You chuck, what's it called, Rob Stone?
Yeah, Robert
Chuck him
Stone.
in there, he could probably be... I think I've seen him before, and I think he could be a good Karen guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Asuka picks up the dub. We love Asuka on this channel.
Mhm. And I'm starting to really like Chelsea Green as well.
Yeah, both of them really liking them, and hopefully that slowly, maybe they start to maybe push some of them over to SmackDown, just to buff up SmackDown a little bit more, because right now SmackDown, Charlotte is against Sonya like it seems like every week.
Yeah.
You know, but
I reckon 4 big guys.
4 big guys: Ronda,
Big girls.
Charlotte,
Liv and Raquel.
Yeah, and we've seen variations of matches between those quite
Yeah.
a lot. So, yeah, maybe another draft
Yeah.
after Mania or something like that. Maybe. But then we have probably the best moment this week, I would say,
Yeah, I think so.
is the promo between Paul Heyman and Cody Rhodes. How would you describe this? 3 words.
Got me hyped.
God, that's perfect. That is the perfect 3 words, because they talked about Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
They talked about how Paul Heyman helped out Dusty Rhodes by giving them the job at ECW.
Yeah.
They talked about how Dusty Rhodes developed superstars.
Mm.
Dusty Rhodes developed... He was it nurtured and refined Becky Lynch.
Seth Rollins. Kevin Owens.
Roman
Reigns. But he didn't nurture
World
and
class.
refine Cody Rhodes.
World class. Absolutely world class. And then he went on to say something
Along the lines of...
something insane. Along the lines of, he told me his... What was it?
He told me, Cody,
You were
you were his favorite son.
But
But Roman Reigns was the son he always wanted.
Ooh.
Sometimes I forget how good Paul Heyman is, and then he drops a banger promo, and I
Cody
remember.
Rhodes goes, I want to shake his hand.
Let me shake his hand.
Shake hands. I just wanted to win a wrestling championship. Why did everybody have to make it so personal? Oh. Ooh. Goosebumps.
You're not going to pay for what you said.
This
Roman Reigns is going to pay for what you said.
personally. Oh. Hyped this match. I'm hyped for... I'm just so hyped, basically. And this WrestleMania could go down as an all-timer.
I think also now Roman's being advertised for Raw.
Next week.
So, yeah.
Ooh, okay.
There could be a little interaction then.
But yeah, well, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they do a few more Paul Heyman, Cody Rhodes promos. But we have Elias versus Montez Ford.
Mm-hmm.
Austin Theory's on commentary. I thought Austin Theory was pretty good on commentary.
Yeah, I really like Austin Theory. He's really good.
He's good. I actually think, in the end, what they did with the Money in the Bank actually worked out pretty well.
Yeah, I like...
You know, at the time, people were like, no, this is so... What are you doing?
Yeah.
But...
I mean, his old gimmick is funny.
But,
yeah. It's all good. Like, this new gimmick's just better.
yeah, it's better. It's good.
I mean, one thing I do like is... like, remember at Royal Rumble how in between the matches they show like the video packages for set. I do like the line, I'm taking so many selfies I'm running out of storage.
Yeah, he was on commentary. Montez Ford won. Big thumbs up.
Yeah.
And after the match,
Once
Theory's
again,
up on the...
Stealing ideas from Universe Move.
Theory's up on the announce table.
Mm-hmm.
Not on the podcast. Not on the podcast.
No.
Holding up his US title. Seth Rollins comes out, swipes his legs, falls to the floor, curb stomp. What do we think?
It's good. Did what it needed to do. I think it just, I reckon Seth and Theory probably going to be the final two in that chamber.
Maybe the first two.
Ooh.
I don't know.
They're having an interaction though.
But
Something's happening.
That's what made me think Theory might do something next week to Seth, and maybe he won't be in the chamber. Or maybe Logan Paul will do something. I don't know. But then we had the main event, and it was Bayley versus Becky Lynch in steel cage match. Becky Lynch wins because Lita returned.
Wow.
She took out Dakota and Io Sky, and yeah.
I wasn't expecting it.
I wasn't expecting a Lita return, no. But I'm sick and tired of seeing Bayley lose matches. I'm sick of it because she lost like every match against Bianca.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's losing every match against Becky. She'll probably move on and lose every match against fucking Ronda and then every match against Charlotte. Bayley's... Sometimes you got to realise Bayley's
Bayley's a goat.
Bayley's a goat.
She's one of the 4 horsewomen.
She's one of the 4 horsewomen. Probably my favourite one of the 4 horsewomen.
Look at that. I mean, I think she's good at promos. I think she's... Promo she did with Becky just the other week.
Ding dong.
Hello.
Because Bayley was on NXT this week.
Yeah.
See, what a swift little...
Yeah, that was good.
Swift little movement there. We're going to just do basically a quick overview of NXT.
Yeah.
We're not going to review every match. We're just going to do a quick main
It was a big week in NXT.
But yeah, it was a big week. Because we had... Speaking of Ding Dong Hello... Tracy Jane and Gigi Dolan were on there.
Yep.
And they maybe teased going after Damage Control.
Yeah.
But... they switched it up. JC Jane turns on Gigi Dolan.
Yeah.
Chucks her into the door and then a vicious boot to the face. I don't know if you've seen the picture of the bruise on Gigi's face. Woo! That's a shiner. Yeah, I actually like that.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to see
Yeah,
Toxic Attraction.
I feel like the
Mandy Rose versus Bayley.
The Toxic Attraction to the main roster, if they were going to do it, they would have done it a while ago.
Yep.
If that makes sense.
Here's something random. I think Toxic Attraction and Bailey both have very good theme songs. They're very underrated.
Bailey. That's all I got to say to that. Then we had Thea Hale from Chase U. She's kidnapped by Schism. Well, not Schism, but kidnapped by
Ava Raine.
Ava Raine.
The Rock's daughter
says, I'm kidnapping you. But she was kidnapped. And she was released later in the night with the stickers all over her.
I think Schism are pretty decent.
Yeah. They used to be called the Grizzled... Were they the Grizzled Young Vets?
I don't know.
I think that's what they used to be called, the tag team, the bald guy and the guy with long hair. Because there's Joe Gacy and then there's them two. And I think they used to be Grizzled Young Vets in NXT UK. Speaking of NXT UK, Roxanne Perez announces her tag team partner is going to be former NXT UK champion Miko Satomura.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I've heard lots of things about Miko. I've heard she's very good.
I think we have seen her since she lost to Mandy Rose at Worlds Collide.
Don't think so.
She was probably part of the visa issues because loads of people are having...
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, I just watched a random entrance of hers the other day. She seems really cool.
Yeah, she seems pretty good. NXT seems pretty good. Obviously, next week we've got Grayson Waller versus Tyler Bate.
That sounds like such a good match, honestly.
We've got Braun Breaker is returning.
Mm-hmm. Roxanne and Miko versus Kaden and Katana. They've apparently turned heel now.
I think it'll be pretty good. NXT, I'm excited for the road to Stand and Deliver.
Yeah.
But the main event of NXT this week, JD McDonough came back for the first time, I think, in a while. They've got too many good guys down on NXT, I feel like.
NXT is doing really well right now.
But yeah, JD McDonough versus Carmelo.
Mm-hmm.
But the match ends because Ilya Dragunov comes out, he takes out Trick Williams, Carmelo gets the pin on JD, and JD gets beat down and chased out of the arena by Ilya Dragunov, a returning Ilya Dragunov. So it seems like most of the visa problems are probably sorted.
So we expect a lot of returns.
Yeah.
Can I say Ilya Dragunov? What a guy.
What a guy. Surely a small little run on NXT, maybe till SummerSlam. Get him up. Have him face Walter. Maybe dethrone Walter.
Mania, SummerSlam.
Probably SummerSlam. But yeah, maybe even give him the NXT Championship. Give him a little run with the NXT title.
Yeah, because he never got his full NXT UK title run, which is a shame.
He got injured, didn't he?
Yeah.
But then the injury wasn't the injury not even as bad as they thought it was?
I don't know.
I think that's what happened. I think he vacated it because he got injured, but it turned out the injury wasn't actually as bad as they thought it would be. So he probably could have kept it, which is a shame.
All I know is he
Sheamus, SmackDown.
What's the most embarrassing song on your playlist?
What's the most embarrassing song on your playlist? Mine's probably your entrance song. But we go to SmackDown. Paul Heyman kicks off SmackDown. And he just goes about, he says I'll give you some key quotes.
Okay.
He says, since the days of him and Brock Lesnar, since the days they defeated The Undertaker, he no longer offers predictions, he offers spoilers.
Mm-hmm. And
the first, everyone's shouting, Sammy, the first spoiler of the evening, Sami Zayn is not here. Well, that's a lie. So he says it's unimaginable for Sami Zayn to win the WWE Universal Championship. And he talks about Cody being a dumbass for saying that he didn't want it to be personal. Right?
Mm.
Okay. And then Sami comes out from behind. He cuts a promo of his own. He says he's not going to hurt Paul Heyman.
Mm.
But if he wanted to, he would have done that by now. And there's no one out there to protect him. But a month ago, Solo would have been there, Jimmy would have been there, backed up by Jay. And Paul knows that Roman's days are numbered and that the walls are crumbling around them. And I've got to say, Paul Heyman's 2 for 2 this week.
Yeah.
Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. Congratulations, big man. You've done it again.
You know what else I'm going to say?
Go on.
Right. I'm not going to use this word lightly, okay? Sami Zayn has always been one of my goats.
God damn. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute, mate. But as we quickly go through SmackDown, we had Hit Row versus the Banger Bros. Sheamus picks up the W for the team. There's a message from the Viking Raiders. And it plays out, and 2 out of the 3 teams in this little rivalry are ass. Hit Row, ass. Viking Raiders, ass.
I mean, I'm glad to see that the match is happening next week. So hopefully it's done after that.
Yeah, hopefully that's done and dusted. Maybe we can go rewind back to Sheamus versus Gunther. 3.
Yeah.
But then we had Lacey Evans versus a local competitor. And during the evening, we saw Jimmy Uso trying to phone Jey Uso.
Yeah.
Trying to see, is he going to turn up for the title match? Is he? Will he? Won't he? Will he? Won't he? But yeah, Lacey Evans wins with the woman's right into the Cobra clutch.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yay! Boring. But Paul Heyman was backstage with Jimmy, and Jimmy defends Jey, saying that he will always be there for him, and he will be there for the title match. Yeah. Was he there, Woods?
He was. He was there. He showed up.
Insane.
Yeah.
When he came out, everyone was loving it. He came through the crowd. Sheesh. That reunion had me in tears. I was crying my eyes out.
Come a long way from the which one of you times, you know?
Yeah, man. Main event Uso. Main event Jey Uso is here, baby. Yeah. And he's ready to rumble. But after that, they won. They retained their titles. As we said in the news, they could be going to Chamber. Hopefully they are. Hopefully they are. But a woman that's going to the Chamber, is Natalya.
Yeah.
She got a promo. She calls Shayna Baszler a cheap Ronda Rousey knockoff.
Ooh.
Oh no. Shayna comes out and chats some shit about, I was here before Ronda. I won more titles before Ronda was here.
Damn.
All that. But then Ronda comes out. Ronda returns. Let's go.
Yeah.
They attack Natty. And, if you're Natty, you're thinking, oh, man, someone come and save me, like a Charlotte. Come and save me. But even, like, Becky. Come and save me. Shotzi comes out.
Even, like, a Raquel.
Shotzi comes out. Probably the last person to save. Maybe Zelina Vega might be last. Maybe a Chelsea Green might be last. But, yeah. Doesn't quite work out. And, yeah. Probably sets up Shayna and Ronda being a tag team now. I don't know. But just a quick side note. Would you say Natty had drip in the promo, or would you say she didn't have drip?
I don't think she had drip. That hat she has, it's not it. It's not it.
The black boots, the cycling type clothing, the furry vest top thing with the Louis Vuitton belt, you don't think that's drip? And when she was jumping in the ring, round and knockout, she was dripped out. It was drip.
Maybe one more look at it.
That might be my nomination for the Image Hall of Fame this week.
Oh damn.
Natalya's drip. But then we catch up. Sami Zayn hiding behind the production trucks and all that kind of stuff. He catches Jey Uso backstage. And I think the most important little bit of this was when he says he acknowledges Jey Uso. And
what a guy.
What did they do? I can't remember. Did they high five? Did they hug? What did they do?
I think they hugged.
Yeah, it was something like that, but
yeah.
Yeah.
But Jay like walked off quickly.
Jay walked off quickly. Oh, I forgot to mention. After the match, Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso had that little conversation, didn't they? And he asked, "Are you back in?" And he said, "I don't know." But Paul Heyman was hiding in the background, loitering in the background.
Paul
can hear what they said, and he asked Jimmy. He said, "Oh, what did you just say?" And he said, "Oh, nothing." Trying to protect him. And another thing I forgot, Roman Reigns told Jimmy and Jay they don't need to, they can watch, watch Elimination Chamber or watch next week's SmackDown from home?
I think he told Jimmy to watch next week's SmackDown from home.
Because you get to see
because
things
he saw
better,
Jay
because you
talk
can
to
see
Sammy.
things better from on TV.
Sometimes you see things you
Yeah.
can't see in person.
Yeah. So again,
Paul is being very sus this week.
This whole bloodline thing, it's world class. Yeah, just props to the guys, to the fellas.
Mhm.
We had an Adam Pearce, Chelsea Green, and
Yeah.
Sonya Deville segment. Are you the manager? And then Adam Pearce said that Sonya and Chelsea were something alike. Obviously, Sonya didn't like that comparison.
Mhm.
And he was like, "Hey, why don't you have a tag team match against Liv and Raquel?" What? Bit of a weird one.
I can respect Scrappy Dappy AP though.
I can respect it, but it was a bit of a weird one. Obviously, it was a dub for Liv and Raquel. And we go into the main event.
Ooh.
A number one contenders match for Gunther's IC title, and it's next week. It's not Elimination Chamber. I feel like Gunther's not defended his title at a pay-per-view in ages.
I think the last one was Clash at the Castle.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Survivors, did he do anything at Survivor Series?
So I thought they did like IC title 1, US title the next one, then IC, then US.
He's defended it a lot, but not on any pay-per-views.
I mean, he loves a cheeky SmackDown
He
defense.
does love a cheeky SmackDown defense, but he was up in the VIP seats with Imperium, and for the first time ever in this match, we saw Madcap Moss with a bit of drip. I think he had blue trunks, blue knee pads.
He had a logo.
Emma has sorted him out.
Honestly, props to Emma.
Props to Emma, yeah. But coming into this match, I was thinking maybe Ray, maybe Santos.
Yeah, even Carrion.
I didn't think Carrion and Madcap were my two, like, nah, they're not winning. It's going to be Ray or it's going to be Santos. But it was probably Madcap.
Yeah.
Madcap will be facing Gunther for the IC title next week. Now, what I want to see next week is absolute and utter domination.
Yeah.
I want to see 10 minutes of chops, of bombs, of slams, of submissions, of joint manipulation.
If they did it right, this could be a good little match.
It could be a good match. Well, I mean, Gunther has a good match with a bit of plastic.
Yeah. Madcap just feels so much more complete now that he has colours.
But yeah, that was SmackDown, and again, I think actually this week,
I think Raw was better.
Raw was maybe better again.
Yeah.
That promo really kind of pushed Raw over the edge for me, though, I think. And the two qualifying matches were actually pretty good as well. The Fatal 4-Way was pretty good.
What's happened to SmackDown recently?
Yeah, it's a bit of a weird one. But Raw, yeah, so Raw was better this week.
Yeah.
Did you see after SmackDown, Santos and Ray swapped masks?
Yeah, that was cool.
Maybe
Seems like Santos might be a face now.
Maybe Ray and Legado del Fantasma.
That'd be cool.
That would be insane.
That would be.
That would be really, really cool. Maybe having some backup against Judgment Day.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't think about that, did you, fella?
No, I didn't.
But yeah, that's everything this week. I think has been a good week.
Yeah, good week.
Next week, I think, might even be better because
it's Elimination Chamber
next week. And look at that, we did it in an hour. We've got an hour. We're an hour in. Probably got another hour.
Mm-hmm.
I think 2 hours is a good time for a potty.
Yeah.
What we've got next is we have got Elimination Chamber predictions.
Mm-hmm.
We did this for Rumble. I don't think it went too well. Well, definitely not for me.
I think our problem with the Rumble one is we felt like we couldn't all pick the same person.
Yeah, we tried to maybe do predictions for people that weren't confirmed and stuff like that. But now everything is set in stone. So we're going to start with the US title. Elimination Chamber. Who are you saying?
I'm going to go with who I think it will be and then who I'd like it to be.
Okay. Your head and your heart.
Yeah. I think Austin Theory is probably going to retain.
Okay.
But I'd love to see my guy Johnny Gargano with a US title run.
So, what's your prediction?
Austin Theory retains.
Austin Theory retains. I'm going to go Johnny Gargano.
Wow.
I think Johnny wrestling against Theory.
Mm-hmm.
The final two.
Yeah.
Throwback to
They
the
got
NXT
history.
days.
They could do a short little feud after that, maybe.
Then to go their separate ways. I want that Ciampa versus Gargano.
Yeah.
Cena versus Theory doesn't need to be for a title.
No,
I don't think.
no,
I think it's
definitely
good enough.
not. Cena's just got that star power.
Yeah, and I mean, you could even now see potentially Theory. He's proven he's good with the US title. Maybe even if the titles get split up, have him go after maybe the WWE title.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going Johnny Gargano for that one.
Damn.
Got nowhere to write it. Do it tomorrow when you're editing. Just write it down.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we have got not actually too many matches, is there?
No.
It's like Royal Rumble.
They might announce.
I feel like the chamber matches are probably going to be about an hour long each.
But I was thinking there could also be a match with like Becky, Elite, and Damage Control, maybe.
Oh, maybe a tag team match.
Yeah.
That would be Becky and Lita, like.
Obviously.
Because it'd probably be a 3-on-3, and they're in Canada, so they could do a surprise of like Trish coming out.
Yeah.
Becky, Lita, and Trish. If that happens, by the way, guys, just like,
you know who Triple H has been watching.
Yeah. You know who to call for for WrestleMania tips. The next, we'll go for the other Elimination Chamber match.
Okay.
Who have you got?
I have got Asuka.
I've also got Asuka.
Yeah, this is the perfect time for her. She's got a new
Easy.
character.
Asuka versus Bianca Belair.
WrestleMania.
Sheesh. Legendary. Their battle will be legendary.
Mm-hmm.
Edge and Beth versus Finn and Rhea.
I'm going to go Edge and Beth for this one.
I'm going to go Finn and Rhea.
But I think it's important Edge gets the pin on Finn. I don't think Rhea should take the pin.
You don't want Rhea losing. That's why I think they're going to win.
Yeah, I get that.
It's
a bit of a tough one though.
Yeah, I think Damien Priest will probably do something, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Cause a distraction, but then maybe Edge will come out in the chamber and do something to Damien, distracting him, maybe something like that. I don't know, but yeah. Finn and Rhea for me. Brock versus Bobby.
Is this match actually confirmed? Or is...
Brock versus Bobby?
Yeah.
The contract's for the match, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Don't mind me.
What are you saying?
I think I'm going to go Bobby for this one. I think.
Okay.
It's not really sure, because they're one-on-one right now.
Yeah. I'm going to go Brock by DQ because the Hurt Business come out and attack him. So he wins by DQ, but loses. He loses the fight, but he wins the war.
Yeah. I hope they have a longer match this time.
Yeah, they can.
That match at Crown Jewel was like 5 minutes.
It was a bit of a weird one, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. But the final match, what's probably going to be the main event? Sami Zayn versus Roman Reigns.
Now, if this was just for the WWE title,
it could be Sami.
It could be Sami.
But
But because it's the WWE Universal title, it's got to be Roman.
It's got to be Roman.
It's got to be Roman. It's got to be Jay turning on Sami. The beatdown. Kevin Owens comes out, helps Sami. Usos versus Sami at Mania. Usos versus Kevin and Sami at Mania. Cody versus Roman. The Bloodline lose all their titles at Mania. Off into the sunset.
A lot of people have been saying,
Or
do WWE have a Sami Zayn problem?
Yeah. Or you have the Usos at some point during the road to WrestleMania turn on Roman Reigns. Maybe. It's a difficult one. But yeah, I'm going to go Roman Reigns for this one. Unfortunately. Are you going Roman as well?
Yeah, I'll go Roman. But I want it to be Sami.
Yeah. So that was quick. Quick predictions. Yeah. Pretty easy. Now we're going to go to the main talking point of this week.
Mm-hmm.
The Mount Rushmore of wrestling. Now the Mount Rushmore, I don't actually know what it is. I know it's a mountain.
I think it's got like
4 presidents or
Yeah.
5 presidents.
probably just like the most important presidents in US history.
I guess it's the most important, but
Yeah, let me look it up.
but yeah, like, why is Obama not in there? You know, make room for Obama.
Always make room for Obama.
Why is Donald Trump not on the Mount Rushmore?
What was the purpose of Mount Rushmore? To commemorate our national history and progress through the visages.
Let me tell you now. We don't care. Okay, so Mount Rushmore.
Mm-hmm.
What I've personally done
Okay.
is I've done a Mount Rushmore all time, and I've done a Mount Rushmore of people that I've watched.
Oh.
I didn't know if you've done what you've watched because you've only been watching for about a year now.
I can make a quick one of
Make a quick
what
one
I've
of what
watched.
you watched, yeah.
Should we go all time or watch
All time
first?
We'll go all time first because
Okay.
I'll watch.
They'll probably be quite similar.
Yeah, all time will probably be quite similar.
Okay.
So, all time,
Mm-hmm.
I have got Hulk Hogan. I have got The Undertaker. I have got Shawn Michaels. And I've got Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, that was the one I really struggled on because I wanted to get John Cena on there, but I didn't know who to take out.
Yeah. We've got 2 the same.
2 the same, okay.
Okay. We've got Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Undertaker the same. I've put on there, I put John Cena.
Yeah.
And this one might be a bit controversial. I put Roman Reigns on there.
Ooh, okay.
Might. I don't know.
Yeah, I could probably put John Cena on there for Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, I was thinking about like Hulk Hogan, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Triple H.
Basically, what I've done is I've got Hulk Hogan probably made the most money for WWE back in the day. The Undertaker character has been the same for like 30 years. Shawn Michaels is probably the best in the ring. And Stone Cold Steve Austin is probably
Just the
like a combination
most recognisable.
He's like a
probably.
combination of those 3.
Yeah, everyone knows who Stone Cold Steve Austin is.
Yeah. Roman Reigns. I think Roman Reigns is a pretty fair one, actually.
Yeah.
You know, what, like, the last time someone had the title this long and it's been this fun was a very, very long time ago.
Yeah. He's making history.
Yeah, making history. He is good in the ring. People, I think, underrate him on how good he is. I'm assuming he's the locker room leader backstage. I'd probably assume he's in charge. He's probably better than some of these people who maybe were, back in the day, maybe they were a bit more a bully style, if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like
Roman seems like a cool guy as well.
he seems like he would not take that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Joe and White.
Yeah. Name's Joe. But yeah, that's not all time.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want to discuss these ones. I wanted to discuss.
Okay.
So we'll go one by one. We'll each take it in turn. So do you want to go first?
I'll go first.
So this is Mount Rushmore
for what we've watched.
For what we've watched. So
you've watched.
I've watched since 2006.
And I've only started watching this year.
Yeah. 2006. Yeah, I only used to watch Raw and SmackDown. I never watched pay-per-views or anything like that. I didn't stop watching pay-per-views till like 2010.
Yeah, I think that's like still counts.
Yeah, because we didn't have Sky till 2008. So for 2006, I only watched Raw and sometimes SmackDown. We'd go to Grandma's house on Fridays and watch the replays on Fridays of Raw. And sometimes we'd sleep at Grandma's on the Friday and we'd watch SmackDown replays in the morning.
Was that when SmackDown used to be on a Tuesday?
No, SmackDown was on a Friday, but we used to watch replays. We wouldn't watch it live because obviously it's too late and we didn't know.
Yeah.
Like, I thought Raw was on a Friday.
Damn.
But yeah, that's my wrestling history.
What, my wrestling history? My wrestling history, it's sort of all revolves around 2K.
Yeah,
basically.
You probably watched the odd wrestling thing back
Yeah.
Like, back when we used to watch it.
Yeah, but I wasn't into it.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't...
Yeah, you're into it now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Probably, would you say it's your main interest, wrestling?
Probably, right now. But yeah, we started the 2K series, I sort of thought, I probably need to learn more about this. And I learned more about it, and I started really liking it.
You got hooked.
Yeah. Happens to the best of us.
So yeah, that's probably going to define our lists, basically.
Yeah. On my first person for the Mount Rushmore of who I've watched, I just remember, it's for about a year.
Yeah. No hate in the comments, guys.
Yeah. It's going to have to be Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns, yep.
He's been the champion for all I know, basically.
Basically, yeah.
He's just he's such a guy, like, he's there and you know it's important. Like, he only shows up on special occasions.
That there is something that a lot of people didn't like about Brock Lesnar back in the day.
Yeah.
But now it seems like, because it's Roman Reigns, he's still on SmackDown, but he doesn't wrestle.
Yeah, yeah.
On SmackDown. He wrestles on pay-per-views. And he's just got like that aura, that special aura around him.
Yeah. Like, he always main events. I think another thing is entrance.
Yeah.
Just that long entrance with like the
song.
The choir in the background.
That's the song that makes their entrance. Like,
yeah.
If he still had the no.
Coming out with the whole bloodline.
Yeah, with the
putting the one
the things around his neck.
Oh yeah, like the red, like
the flowers.
Sometimes,
Sometimes it's like, I don't know if that's stones or
yeah.
The wise man.
And his matches, they're low-key bangers.
Yeah, they're low-key bangers. Yep. Cena versus Roman, low-key banger. Logan versus Roman, low-key banger. Brock versus Roman at SummerSlam.
What a banger.
High-key banger. Seth versus Roman, last Royal Rumble. Probably the best match on the pay-per-view. Yeah, I could see why he is on your list.
Yeah. But who's the first person on your Mount Rushmore?
Actually, now this might shock you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to agree with you, Roman Reigns.
Wow.
Roman Reigns is on my Mount Rushmore for all the reasons stated behind. Obviously, I watched him when he was in the Shield as well, so he chucked the Shield stuff in there.
You saw, like, Shield and Big Dog as well.
The Big Dog. Obviously, there was that little stretch where he won the Rumble, people booed him, he kept being in the main event, people booed him. But then he switched to the Tribal Chief.
Mm-hmm. He turned heel, world class. In the Shield, world class. And I was saying to Sonny the other day, Roman Reigns could get 3 Hall of Fame rings. He could.
Shield, Bloodline, and then one just for like Roman Reigns.
Being Roman Reigns.
Yeah. I don't think anyone else has got 3. I think 2 is the most. But he's been in 2 of the best factions in WWE history.
Yeah.
And yeah, he wasn't my favourite in the Shield. Also, my favourite in the Shield, Seth Rollins. But I think out of them all, he's obviously done the best.
Yeah. Is he your favourite now?
No, Seth Rollins is still my favourite. Seth Rollins is that guy, but Seth Rollins, I will say now, is not on my list.
Wow. I'll tell you what, he is on mine.
He's on your list.
He is on mine.
You just made the list.
Seth Rollins. It's in his nickname, the Monday Night Messiah. He carried Raw.
The Architect.
For such a long time, if we're being honest.
Yeah. He has been. He's the face of Raw.
He is. Yeah, the cheeky US title run is almost like it's like a reward.
I'm just thinking, Cody. Like, they're trying to make Cody the face of Raw, but I think for what he's done on Raw since Roman has been double champ, I think he deserves to be the face of Raw. And again, maybe if there's a superstar shake-up, send him to SmackDown, give him that WWE title, or the Universal title, whatever one Cody doesn't want to hold.
Yeah, but Seth, he's an all-rounder. He's good at everything.
Very good at everything, I would say. I think he's the best in the WWE right now. Him and Cody are probably top.
Yeah.
AJ, Finn, maybe the 4 best right now, just off the top of my head.
Probably. But even just like, he's the
Okay,
drip god.
Sammy.
You know?
Yeah, he's the drip god. He's the Monday Night Messiah. He's
The visionary.
The visionary, the architect. He recreates himself quite a lot as well. He's very good at that.
And it always works.
Always works, yeah. Master of the mind games.
Yeah. Oh, those mind games hit different.
I wanted him on my list, but I just couldn't put him above
The other three.
the other three. Yeah, he's probably maybe fifth, or maybe fifth or sixth.
Damn.
Here, I'll go for a controversial one on my list. CM Punk. Phil Brooks.
Stay away, you cancer.
The guy is good. Back in the day, he used to be my fave. I think he used to be Sonny's favourite as well. During that like 2012, 2013 kind of time when he got up to where he left, basically. Pipe bomb. I remember watching that on Raw. I remember when he was chatting with Paul Heyman. I personally think he should have been the one that broke the streak with Paul Heyman. Yeah, he's similar to Seth Rollins. In the ring. On the microphone. At the time, he was probably the best in WWE. Bangers with John Cena. He had the record WWE title reign for a long time until I think Roman Reigns broke it.
Yeah.
Or Brock Lesnar maybe. No, it was Brock Lesnar broke it. Because he didn't defend it. He defended it like 11 times and Punk defended it like 30 times or something like that. But yeah. Unfortunate how things ended in WWE and maybe in AEW as well. But he will forever be on my Mount Rushmore.
Can I add something real quick as well?
Go on in.
I'm just gonna say, like you probably know this, an entrance. It's a big part for me. It is a big part of what makes the superstar.
Two of the greatest entrance songs of all time.
Bro, just when you hear that, look in my eye, what do you see? It's a tune.
Don't fight CM Punk in Chicago, bro.
No.
That's all I'll say. He'll kick your ass, and the crowd will kick your ass too. But yeah, yeah, CM Punk. CM Punk and Roman Reigns, mine. Two totes so far.
Yes.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. Who will be your third?
My number 3. Now, I want you to guess this one. I want you to think about what I just said with the entrance.
Brock.
No.
Sammy.
Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa.
Let's go. Now, a lot of these people, you've probably watched old matches.
Yeah, Sammy, he's definitely one of those guys.
Matches, yeah.
He's one of those guys where I go out of my way to like find old matches of his
old bangers
and watch them. Back in his NXT days.
8 years ago, guys.
That's insane.
8 years ago, the Kevin Owens.
His call up when he faced John Cena.
I watched that 8 years ago. Oh my god. Yeah, call up against Cena.
His work
the
in
conspiracy theory. I thought apparently he made
that
a
was
thing
good.
and they were going to release it. Did you see that?
No.
You know who's working on
On the
documentary?
documentary.
Apparently they actually made a documentary, but they never got to release it.
That'd be so good, bro. His work right now is the honoraries.
Him and Kevin Owens always put on a banger.
Mm-hmm.
The underdog from the underground. You know what move I hope he hits against Roman?
The DDT.
The DDT through the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
Because I've not seen that in Yonks.
Mm-hmm.
I want to bloody see it again. But yeah, Sammy. You've got like the aggressive fight stuff he does with Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns, but you've also got the funny stuff he did against Johnny Knoxville, the funny stuff he did with the documentary and getting screwed over. He's been IC champ, he's the NXT champ.
And I mean, in case you can't tell, his theme song is one of my favourites, probably of all time. Just coming out with all that energy, you know, the way he like sort of like jumps around almost.
And it cost him in the match against John Cena.
Yeah, it's true.
John Cena? Is he the third member of my Mount Rushmore? Yes, he is.
Oh, damn.
John Cena. You think of goats. You think of 16 times. You think of John Cena. You think of You Can't See Me. You think of John Cena outside the ring. Nice guy.
Yeah.
Humble guy. Movie star.
Mm-hmm.
You think of John Cena in the ring. Multi-time champion. Dominance. Promos. Insane rivalries. Let me list you some rivalries John Cena's had in my time I've been watching wrestling.
Okay.
You've got John Cena Edge.
Mm-hmm.
John Cena Randy.
Mm-hmm.
John Cena Batista.
Mm-hmm.
John Cena Dwayne Johnson. John Cena CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
John Cena Nexus. Oh, maybe not that one. John Cena against the Authority. Against Seth Rollins. John Cena against Roman Reigns. John Cena against Kevin Owens. John Cena against Alberto Del Rio. Against AJ Styles. What a rivalry when he broke the record. Or he equaled the record. And you can't have a Mount Rushmore without John Cena. And that's why I changed my all-time one to add him on.
Wow.
He's the greatest. No, he's not. Actually, now that I think of it, because my number one on my list is the greatest of all time.
He's definitely... He is WWE.
He is WWE. He's probably the most
iconic
person
famous.
the WWE has ever...
Like, you could ask anyone. Like, name one WWE superstar.
There's two people they'd say.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio or John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
That's the two most popular, I think, of all time.
Yeah.
Like, even people who don't know what wrestling is, they know Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but they just do. And they know John Cena. Yeah, I mean...
There's not really much explanation needed.
You don't need to explain. I could have just said John Cena and moved on to your fourth one. But yeah. Insane rivalries. Insane... Just insane. People say that he can't wrestle. He can fucking wrestle. He's like Roman Reigns. I saw a video the other day of John Cena doing a suicide dive on CM Punk.
Oh, damn.
Sometimes he whips out the Hurricane Rana as well. He is that guy. He just never had to do it, you know? That makes sense.
Yeah, I get it.
When he has to do it, he whips it out and you think, oh my god, this guy can do it. Most of the time he doesn't have to. And we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, again, another theme song. That's iconic.
It seems his own theme song as well. I think that's bonus points.
Yeah, and he made a whole album.
Yeah. What would you do?
Go for darling, it's tomorrow.
What would you do? Chain gang is the click, click, click.
Bring it down like Apache helicopter.
What, guys? But who's the fourth and final member of your Mount Rushmore?
The fourth and final member of my Mount Rushmore.
Kevin Owens.
How did you know?
Yeah.
How did you know? This it's kind of hard to explain this one. He's just got that aura about him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's
that
loved.
guy.
He's loved by Triple H. I think you can tell that.
Yeah.
And also, I remember he signed a new contract a couple of years ago. And people were like, oh no, go to AEW. Like, you're not treated right in WWE.
Mm.
Bro main evented WrestleMania last year.
Yeah.
Bro's might main event another one this year. If the tag titles goes on main event. I think it should.
Yeah.
But it'll probably be the women's title. Just so that both Royal Rumbles main event at night.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
One thing I think about he can work with anything.
Yeah. He's funny.
Yeah.
He can be serious.
Mm-hmm. He could be mental.
He's the prize fighter.
Yeah.
And I think just overall, he's probably in my top 3 favourites right now.
Mm.
Seth, Kevin, and maybe... It might sound weird, but Jey Uso is in my top 3 right now. I'm just liking Jey Uso.
I get that. But, I mean, yeah, KO, he's a really good heel. He's a really good face.
Really good face.
He's
And he hopefully gets a title reign this year. Not like a major title reign.
Yeah.
He's long due one, should I say. And
he's Canadian.
And he's Canadian.
Most Canadian wrestlers are just goats.
Yeah, they just produce goats somehow.
Edge, Sami Zayn,
Sami
Kevin
Zayn,
Owens,
Bret Hart, Kevin
Bret
Owens,
Hart.
Natalia.
Yeah.
They produce drip gods as well. I didn't realise that. Yeah, Kevin Owens. That's a good one.
Yeah. She. Number 4.
I've guessed 2 of yours. Guess one of mine. My final member from people that I've watched, Mount Rushmore. He was a close 5th on my all-time Mount Rushmore. He probably would have got in ahead of Stone Cold.
Does he hear voices in his head?
He hears voices in his head. They talk to him. Talk to me, Randy Orton.
What a tune.
Right. Tune.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Proven he can be a face in the past few years. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
One of the greatest heels of all time.
Yeah.
2009 Randy Orton. Bold Randy Orton. Boom. People are like, oh, but he doesn't have good matches. He has boring matches. He had them in a headlock the whole time. They're boring. Respect Randy, yeah. Greatest finisher of all time.
Mm-hmm.
It's a finisher...
That might be the most iconic finisher of all time.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm putting it as the greatest of all time, because I can do an RKO to you if I wanted to. You know? And it would probably hurt, but it wouldn't hurt that much. If you just let it happen.
Yeah,
You know? If you hold up and you tense up, it's going to hurt. But if you just let me RKO you, it won't hurt. You know, in AA, you've got to be strong, lift someone on your shoulders. Package power driver, fucking hell. You break his fucking neck.
Jenny, it's Mamma Mia.
It's fucking Mamma Mia, Jenny. It's fucking Randy Orton, G. Me, when Randy Orton's been out for so long. When he comes back, when that music hits, it's going to be insane. He's had the most matches in WWE history. He's been a superstar on the roster for 21 years this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think he got celebrated as much as John Cena did on his 20 years.
Definitely not.
He didn't get hyped up as much. And that's I think that's a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's never really been out for this long before.
No.
He's kind of constantly been there. That's possibly why he's got so many matches. He's done a bit of acting.
Yeah.
But he never left for Hollywood like Batista and John Cena. He stayed with WWE for 20 years. Yeah, he was a bit of a bad boy back in the day. I don't know if you've heard the story about him doing a shit in someone's handbag.
No.
Well, there was one where he went to shake someone's hand, but he rubbed his hand on his wiener first, right in front of the person, then went for the handshake. So yeah, he used to be a bit of a bad boy. Bit of the Viper.
Just the Viper character, bro.
Yeah. Hopefully he returns as the Legend Killer, but Legend, Killer. Like he is the Legend.
And he's a killer.
Yeah. But yeah, he is my number one guy. Just how Otis is Chad Gable's number one guy. Randy Orton is my number one guy.
Not quite the tree trunk though.
Not quite the tree trunk though. But he's the Viper. So that was our Mount Rushmores.
Yeah.
John Cena, Randy Orton, Roman Reigns,
CM Punk. Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns.
Yes, y'all.
So fresh, y'all.
But now it's time.
It's time for the main event. Every week.
So yeah, we've only done it 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
But what we've had is week number 1 was the nerdy school picture of Brock Lesnar. Week number 2 was Shawn Michaels' brown attire from Survivor Series 2002.
The unfinished attire.
Week number 3, this week, Woody has taken the reins. And he is about to put it into the designated area, and I'm going to react to it live. And I'm trying to explain to you what it is. He hasn't told me what it is. So here we go.
I think you're going to like this one.
Oh, Yes. Yes. That deserves to be in here. Okay, so it is the picture of just before Kurt Angle gets uppercutted by Triple H. He's got his hand in his pocket. He's just looking straight forward. His mouth is in a weird position. Triple H is standing there ready for the uppercut. This is Hall of Fame worthy, and I think this is the best picture in there so far. Yeah, that is probably my favourite wrestling picture of all time.
Bro, I just look at it and I just laugh, man.
See, the thing is, that face, I think we've both recreated that face many times before.
Yeah.
Kurt Angle is our number one guy.
What is he doing?
Kurt Angle, I mean, if I was watching wrestling back when Kurt Angle was there, he'd be on my Hall of Fame. But he was in TNA when I was watching. I watched the odd episode of TNA.
Yeah.
Because it was on Challenge TV back in there. But yeah, that is a worthy winner of this week's Image Hall of Fame. Next week, I think we let Sonny pick the image.
Yeah. Should we do like a cycle?
Maybe we do a cycle, or maybe we do we each come with an image.
And we pick the best one?
Pick the best one, yeah.
What should I put as the caption for this one?
Just put Triple H uppercut Angle or something like that. So we move from Image Hall of Fame. Woods, is there a way that you can put the Image Hall of Fame in the description so people can see it?
I think if we make it a public.
No, then people can edit it. We'll find a way to try and.
I think there's a way you can do it without letting people edit it.
We'll try and find a way to put it in the description so
yeah.
you can see it. But we're coming now into Sonny's SmackDowns.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, the judge of this is not here. So this will be judged post-commentary. We have 3 questions once again. Last week, the first ever half point was given out, so it's currently 4.5 to 7.5 in the score lines. That 3-0 victory really helping me out. Last week, I think I chose first.
Yeah. So this week I choose first, and
I go first.
Yeah.
Yep. Until this way, yeah. First one you choose first, I go first. Second one I choose first, you go first.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so question numero uno is: what is the best era in WWE history? So I don't.
It's a bit of a weird one.
It's a good one. It's a good question, but we just need to know the names of their. So obviously, there's the Attitude Era,
Ruthless Aggression
era. There's the PG era.
Is that the modern era, or?
I say the modern era is
something.
Is right now. Maybe since Triple H taken over. Yeah. Maybe I'd say.
I might just go modern era because it's probably the one I know the most about.
We'll just say like Hulk Hogan era or something. Like that.
Yeah. I think I'm just so I can actually have a discussion that I can back myself up. I'm gonna go the modern era.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I probably would say Attitude Era, but I don't have enough.
Was Ruthless Aggression the one you watched the documentary about?
That's what I'm gonna go for.
Damn.
I probably would go Attitude Era, but I've not got enough knowledge. Because I feel like that's probably the most popular time for WWE.
Yeah.
Because I'm a man Stone Cold. But I'm going to go for the Attitude Era.
Okay. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, go.
The Attitude Era... Oh, fuck, I didn't say Attitude Era.
Let me start again. No, I'll start again.
I was thinking of the Attitude Era.
Okay.
Cut out. Okay.
Are you sure you're ready?
Yeah. Last time was a missing but
3, 2, 1, go.
The Ruthless. I mean, I can't go around saying that the Randy Orton's the GOAT, John Cena's the GOAT without backing the era they came from. Okay, so this era, it was dominated by, I'd say, 4 individuals, particularly dominated this era. Cena, Orton, Triple H, and Edge. 4 of the greatest of all time. Now, you think the storylines, I think of some despicable heel work from Randy Orton. I think of some lovely babyface, some thugonomics from John Cena. And I also think of some funny storylines by Vince McMahon. Now, people don't like some of these storylines. They go, well, that's not funny. That's a man having sex with a dead corpse. That's peak comedy. I agree with that from Vince McMahon. I don't even know if that was in the Ruthless Aggression era. That might be fake news, but that was such a bad argument. Oh, flips.
Damn.
Let me set you what we call in the business a timer. Okay. Stopwatch. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, ever since Vince McMahon has left and Triple H has been the head of creative, WWE is the best that it has been for such a long time. Because Triple H, he knows what he's doing. He knows who is good. He knows who to push. You know, they don't have to fit this stereotype of big muscly guy. You know, they could be anybody down from NXT. He used to run NXT. He loves those NXT guys. He can give them the push that they deserve. I'm going to take you to the Honorary Uce storyline, okay? Sami Zayn is that guy. This is one of the best storylines that WWE has done in 10 odd years. Vince was running it. There are reports that he was going to end it about 2 weeks after Triple H came in, right? What else was I going to say?
Stop!
I forgot my argument.
It's a difficult question.
Oh, I was going to do like all the pay-per-views have been good.
It is a bit of a difficult
Yeah.
question.
We both sort of bottled it there.
Yeah. Let's just move on.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so this is a pretty good question.
Mhm.
Who is the main character of the Bloodline storyline? Sami Zayn or Jey Uso? I get to pick, didn't I? I pick you go first, is that right?
Maybe. I don't.
Because you picked first and then I went first last time?
I think so. You know, even if it's not, I'll go first.
I'm going to pick Jey Uso.
You're gonna pick Jay. Damn. Gotta say, that's a great choice. That's a great choice.
That's a brave move.
You're telling me you're picking one of the Uso brothers?
Bro. Okay, are you ready?
I think so.
3, 2, 1, go!
Right, Sami Zayn has always been the main character of the Bloodline story. It's called the Honorary storyline. It's all about Sami Zayn. He has become a top guy from this storyline. Everybody loves him. He is so over because he's so good at what he does. He does exactly what he needs to do. Now he's feuding with Roman. He could go on to dethrone Roman Reigns. That's something that Jey Uso can't do. He can't dethrone Roman Reigns because he's lost to Roman Reigns before. We've seen all this Jey Uso stuff before. Sami Zayn has got what it takes because Triple H loves Sami Zayn. I love Sami Zayn. The people love Sami Zayn. The people are on the side of Sami Zayn. And it's all perfectly built for Sami Zayn to be that guy.
Stop. Good argument.
Thank you.
Okay, ready to go. Ready when you are. Count me in, Chief.
3,
2.
1, go.
Sami Zayn is not the main character. And I'll tell you for why. Jey Uso is the main character because, you cast your mind back Who was Roman's right-hand man? Who was Roman's right-hand man? It was Jey Uso. Who is the main event? It's Jey Uso. Who at the start of this was questioning Roman Reigns since the very beginning? Jey Uso. He's only just recently had the strength from Sami Zayn, what we should maybe call a supporting cast member, who is helping Jey Uso to question Roman Reigns once again. And this time he will question Roman Reigns. He will get his answer in the form of a victory and in the form of breaking up the bloodline for good. Maybe a bit of WWE title along the way, but maybe he'll just stick with his brother Jimmy, and they'll ride out into the sunset.
Wow, that's beautiful. that supporting actor bit, that was good.
Okay.
It's all about Jay.
The final question: who is the WWE GOAT? I think I've said it 9 or 10 times already. I'm going Randy Orton. Can you just copy and paste when I said why Randy was in my Mount Rushmore? Just copy and paste that to here now.
Well, you don't want to do an argument?
I'll do an argument, but I'm going to be pretty much saying the exact same thing.
Reset. Are you ready?
Count me in, Chief.
3, 2, 1, go.
You want the longevity GOAT? Randy Orton. Most matches, Randy Orton. Titles, he's up there with the best of them. 14 world title runs. Each of them legendary. The first ever WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He beat John Cena for that. The youngest world champion at one point. He's been stated to be the best since day one, we will say. Now, you want someone who can talk on the mic, give that menacing heel vibe. Randy Orton. You want a dastardly bastard? You've got Randy Orton. You shave his hair off, he becomes even worse. He becomes the Viper. He becomes the Legend Killer. Cut to nowadays. He's chilling with his boy Riddle in the tag team division, having fun, slapping boys about as a face. And I'd love to see him have one more title reign. That is why Randy Orton is the GOAT. He's the Viper.
Wow. Okay.
Stopwatch. Reset. 3, 2, 1, go.
John Cena is the WWE GOAT. John Cena is WWE. You can ask anyone in the world, name one WWE superstar. You know who they say? John Cena. He is a 16-time WWE champion. And you know, there's all these things. He can't wrestle. He doesn't put people over. He can wrestle. He can. He puts on bangers. He does. And he can't put people over. Yes, he can. Think back to when he was the United States champion. Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens.
You don't have to lose to put people over.
Exactly. He's had great feuds with the likes of CM Punk, AJ Styles, Roman Reigns. He came back this year. He came back last year at Money in the Bank. That pop he got. He came back this year. He had a whole Raw dedicated to him because he is the GOAT.
Stop. Took a few of my points there. I noticed from back when I was doing John Cena for why he was in my Mount Rushmore. Okay.
What? Good argument.
I think that was another good week. Another good week of arguments there. And what we're going to do, we're going to end the week.
Mm-hmm.
We were going to do the Extreme Elimination Chamber from December to Dismember or something like that, back in the day, ECW. But we are instead going to go to 2015, cast our minds back to the Intercontinental title Elimination Chamber. And I will be reviewing this week. Thank you, Sonny, for giving me this.
Mm-hmm.
So, cast your minds back, and I will guide you through this. So, this match was for the vacated IC title. The title was vacated because Daniel Bryan was injured, and he wanted the IC title to be defended in the ring. He didn't want to be having it on the physiotherapist's table whilst he was recovering from his injury. So big ups to the man, Daniel Bryan. Now, as we noticed before the match, he's actually sitting at ringside, watching the match, ready to present the winner with the title afterwards. Before the match, Michael Cole hits us with some facts and some figures. One of those being, Rusev was supposed to be in this match, but he will not compete because he has a fractured foot. But who will replace him? Who will replace him? Well, it's none other. It's time for Mark Henry to replace Rusev and to fight in the Elimination Chamber. So yeah, he replaces him. We then have the members on each pod. So we have Mohawk Sheamus in a pod, R-Truth in a pod, and Ryback in a pod. And to kick us off is going to be King Barrett and Dolph Ziggler, two of my personal favourites. And at this point in the match, well, not this point in the match, but at this point in time, Barrett's a 5-time IC champion. So I didn't actually know that. Just a little side. He should have beat John Cena, and he should actually be a former WWE World Champion, in my opinion. But yeah, the first person to enter the match from a pod is R-Truth. But Wade Barrett doesn't even let him. He gets to the pod, he runs in, he beats him down, and he spanks him about. But then, Wade Barrett throws Dolph into Mark Henry's pod, but the pod breaks. Mark Henry's not supposed to be in the match at this point. You know, the referee's trying to force him in. The Lexan has broken. He's just standing there. He doesn't know what to do. So he enters the match anyway. He does what he wants. It's Mark Henry. Yeah, this wasn't supposed to happen, but I'd say respects to him for just on the fly finding out what to do. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But then Wade hits Dolph with a wasteland, and you know what the wasteland is?
No.
Wade Barrett's finisher, up on the shoulders, slams him forward.
Classic.
He hits Dolph with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Mark Henry picks him up off Dolph Ziggler. So I'm thinking, why? Mark Henry, are you Dolph Ziggler's friend? Do you have a bet on Dolph Ziggler to win? I don't know why he did that, but anyway, this ended up in Wade being the first man to be eliminated from the match. Everyone hit their finisher on him. He was gone. And then it's time for Sheamus. He is the last man to enter. Oh, sorry, Ryback. Just Mark Henry came in, even though he wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
And then about 10 seconds after he came in, Ryback came out.
Right. Okay.
So he kind of came in whilst the clock was counting down, kind of. But yeah, it's time for Sheamus. He's in his pod, but the officials can't open the door. It's stuck. The door is stuck. They're like struggling to open it. And he's been in there for a while. Ryback is looking for the shell shock, and he eliminates R-Truth. The shell shock is Ryback's one where he has him up on his shoulders and he falls backwards.
Okay.
So yeah, he's shell shock R-Truth. He eliminates him. Sheamus is still in the pod. We're down to 4 men, 3 in the ring, 1 stuck in the pod. And actually, this is pretty funny. It turns out that the pod was stuck because Sheamus had put, he wears that necklace of the Celtic cross? He had put that in the thing and it kept it shut. So I don't know if it was an accident or if he had purposely done that. I'm not too sure. But yeah, funny either way. But anyway, he was in there for like 5 minutes, basically. He comes out, he brogue kicks Mark Henry. See you later, Mark. Now we're down to 3. Sheamus, Dolph, and Ryback. And Dolph goes for the Fame Asa. You know the Fame Asa?
Yeah.
He hits it, but Sheamus gets back up, brogues him, eliminates him. Now at this point, we know it's for the IC title.
Mm-hmm.
We know Sheamus has never won the IC title. We know who wins the match. It's very simple. It's simple mathematics. Ryback picks him up. He's on the outside here. Picks him up. Powerbombs him into the ring. Goes across. Shell shocks him. 1, 2, 3. We have a new and first time. It's his first singles title in the WWE.
Wow.
It is Ryback, the big guy. So Ryback, little fact for you. Ryback will go on to hold this title until Night of Champions, where he would lose it to. Any guesses?
Wade?
Kevin Owens.
Ooh.
going into this, I thought it was going to be an absolutely awful match. It wasn't actually that bad. It had two pretty funny moments. Where the pod broke and Sheamus got stuck. I think they worked around those mistakes pretty well. Overall, I'm going to give the match 2.5 out of 5. Average. It wasn't very good, it wasn't very bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my review for Elimination Chamber 2015 IC title match.
Damn. I was just thinking, maybe Sheamus put his necklace in the thing because Mark Henry got out early.
Maybe. But yeah, that was the old school WWE review.
What's the most embarrassing song on your playlist?
Probably when I got stuck in the pod. But yeah, that is the podcast this week. Now next week we're going to have a new segment. That new segment is going to be AEW. All Elite Woody.
Yeah, baby.
Woody is going to review AEW for us.
Mm-hmm.
It could be Archie Elite Woody.
Damn.
No, we're going to do Woody is All Elite, AEW All Elite Woody, whatever you want to call it.
Gee, you got to get yourself a segment.
Yeah, I've got to get myself a segment.
Some sort of...
But yeah, that's going to be the podcast this week. We'll see you next week for a Elimination Chamber reaction podcast.
Don't miss it.
Goodbye. Don't get stuck like Sheamus.